Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, Governor Kathy Hochul makes efforts to change voting.
Plus, students on campus are being encouraged to help clean up.
And Texas Roadhouse hosts its first ever trunk or treat.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Julianne Fike.
And I'm Casey DeSalle.
Texas Roadhouse hosts its first ever trunk or treat event. This event took place from 5 to 7 at the Oswego Plaza at the Texas Roadhouse parking lot.
Multiple organizations showed up, like Oswego Men's Hockey, Phi Sigma Sigma, the Oswego Police and Fire Department. Trunk or Treat is an event where participants gather together and decorate the trunks of their cars. It's a fun family event for local communities to have fun over Halloween.
A cemetery is where a group of SUNY Oswego students found themselves this weekend.
Our WTOP-10 reporter, Sana Zakiri, tells us it's actually a part of a class.
The Ghosts in History Storytelling Tour has made its way back to Oswego for a 9th year. Friends and families gather at the Oswego Town Rural Cemetery for an afternoon filled with ghost stories and live performances on Saturday. The event is made possible by SUNY Oswego storytelling and theater students who volunteered their time. These actors performed in sketches, monologues, and some even sang. Director of the event, Janelle Lagenfeld, says the stories do more than get people into the spooky spirit.
The storytelling portion is a lot about social justice, how to listen to someone's story, not hear what you want to hear and make it into what you want, but also how do you tell someone's story.
In addition to the stories, trivia games took place, giving the crowd the chance to win prizes. That's all for my report. Now, back to the desk.
Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., students can get their flu shot in the Sweatman Gym. Students can register online. Walk-ins are welcome, but appointments are strongly recommended. Do not forget to bring your insurance card. If students are unavailable to make it tomorrow, there will also be flu shots available on November 20th in Sweatman Gym.
The Office of Sustainability is holding a campus-wide effort to clean up litter. This includes Lakeshore Cleanup as the campus recognizes being responsible stewards of Lake Ontario. The event starts at 4 p.m. Meet at the Murano Campus Center welcome desk 5 minutes prior if you are interested in participating. This event is weather dependent. Any cancellations will be posted on the Office of Sustainability's social media account.
I Am Oz presents Shamik Holtklaus. She will be presenting in Waterman Theater tomorrow from 6 to 7 p.m. Holtklaus has suffered with depression and manic episodes through her long mental health journey. She has gained knowledge on how to manage her illness. She will be speaking about her mental health experience and lessons that brought her to where she is today. Casey, it's chilly outside today. It makes me wonder if the weather will stay this way.
Me too, Julianne. For that, let's take a first look at your forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Bradley Jacobs.
Thank you, guys. And it has been very chilly, fall-like for once, and we will see some fall rain showers inbound tomorrow late afternoon, and after that we will see the temperatures rise from the dead just in time for Halloween, and we can expect the fall weather to return later on this weekend, and the potential for a small northern lights show tonight. All this and more in my full weather forecast ahead, but for now, back to you guys at the desk.
Bradley, thank you. All lanes of Interstate 81 have been reopened following a crash around 1 p.m. when an Amazon tractor trailer and a dump truck carrying asphalt collided, which resulted in the closure of 2 right lanes of the 3-lane highway closed. Dispatchers reported asphalt was dumped in the road. The City Department of Public Works was called to take care of the issue.
An update was provided on partisan efforts to protect voting rights and public safety across New York for the 2024 elections. The update was given by Governor Kathy Hochul and Attorney General Letitia James. The efforts include statewide multi-agency resources to combat misinformation and respond to any impediments to voting. This continues their everlasting commitment to safeguarding the voting rights of all New Yorkers.
There have already been more than 700,000 people in New York that have cast their ballots in the early voting stage. As of today, both Saturday and Sunday saw over 300,000 ballots, according to State Board of Election members. This is more votes than the first weekend of early voting in the last election in 2020. Early voting continues through Sunday, November 3rd. Still ahead tonight, a forest fire in Massachusetts.
And Elon Musk is getting sued. That and more after the break.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Good evening and welcome back to your nightly news. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Bradley Jacobs. And taking a look at our current conditions outside, currently 47 degrees under mostly clear skies with the pressure sitting well above 1,000 millibars, really indicating those clear skies that we are seeing. Humidity is about 64% with the dew point down to about 36 degrees. And the winds coming from the east at about 9 miles per hour. So a bit breezy out there still, you will notice, making it a cooler temperature out there. And if you completed all your homework tonight, you have nothing else to do on a Monday night, there is a slight chance to see the Aurora Borealis tonight with your phone. Only given it about a 20% chance though. So that's really, just looking north, getting a photo with your camera. Your camera will pick it up well better than your naked eye will tonight, as it's only a G1 level storm, meaning it was just a weaker sunburp of solar energy coming off of the sun. But there is still the chance to see it. As you can see here, you can see it till about 2 in the morning, and then conditions will slightly get worse from there as we get closer to the dawn, and more clouds tend to roll in as well. Now the temperatures, it was very normal and seasonal today, but we are going to see on Halloween 21 degrees above average. It's going to be in the mid 70s during the day on Halloween. So be prepared as you're going out. There will be a slight chance of showers too, so keep that in mind as well. And we can see that the fall weather is going to return later this weekend, with Saturday almost 10 degrees below average. Taking a look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook across the United States here, we can see that most of the country, well in the plains region here in the Ohio Valley, is going to be just slightly below average to near average. And we can see here our friends along the west coast are going to have well above average temperatures. And those for us on the eastern Atlantic coast, all the way from Maine down to Florida, we can be normal or slightly above average temperatures. Taking a closer look at our day planner for tomorrow, with the showers moving in, expect the winds to pick up after 1 o'clock tomorrow. We can see the warm front's going to come through, bring a quick period of rain and wind. So take that 61 into account. The winds will be blowing. Plan ahead for your day as you're going to classes or going back from classes into work tomorrow. Taking a look at our Halloween forecast here, you see me and my spooky friends are dancing over here to a abominant 64 degrees near about 8 o'clock, with a slight chance of showers about to begin from there. And taking a further look at our 7-day forecast, we can see that the showers are coming for tomorrow and the temperatures rising from the dead here as we enter Halloween. And then looking forward to Laker hockey on Saturday and the weekend, we are going to see that the fall temperatures are going to return with a bunch of clearing sunshine. And looking ahead into next week, there will be a slight chance of showers going into the week and potentially another creep up in temperatures. That's all for my full weather forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
On Saturday, a 55-year-old man in Syracuse was hit by a car, leaving him unconscious. The crash happened on northeast side of James Street around 4 p.m. The man was rushed to Upstate Hospital in critical condition. However, he is now stable. The investigation is still ongoing by police. Firefighters in Massachusetts started the week by battling a forest fire outside of Salem. Smoke stretching almost 20 miles, even being detected in the city of Boston. More than 100 acres have been burned by these bushfires. The fire chief says that the fire is extremely difficult to put out due to the rocky terrain. This happens as tourists flock to Salem for Halloween events. As conflicts in the Middle East range on and escalate, there are hopes that this period of high escalation could soon diminish.
This as Israel launches more attacks. Reed Binion has more.
Right now, the Israel Defense Forces is conducting precise strikes on military targets in Iran.
Israel's military launching a retaliatory attack on Iran early Saturday.
The regime in Iran and its proxies in the region have been relentlessly attacking Israel since October 7th on 7 fronts, including direct attacks from Iranian soil.
This latest attack, a response to Iran's direct large-scale missile assault on Israel earlier this month. An Israeli military source said Saturday's strike hit military targets, which did not include energy infrastructure. Iran's state-run media reported several Iranian military service members were killed. In what one expert said may be a face-saving move, Iran appeared to downplay the extent of the Israeli strike, reporting limited damage at military sites. President Biden expressed hope the Israeli strikes on Iran will mark the end of a period of escalation in the Middle East.
It looks like they didn't hit anything other than military targets. My hope is this is the end.
Biden administration officials have said the U.S. was not directly involved with the strike, but had been consulting closely with Israel. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Now, the Middle East is bracing to see if Iran will continue to escalate this conflict. Iran says it's entitled to defend itself, calling the strike a clear violation of international law.
Elon Musk is being sued by Philadelphia's district attorney after conducting an illegal lottery scheme. Musk giving away $1 million in a giveaway each day to individuals living in swing states who pledged to support the First and Second Amendment. The Justice Department warning Musk that this may potentially violate federal election laws, and Pennsylvania law requires that all lotteries be conducted by the state.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, McDonald's hit a major win streak.
Plus information on RVS cases, all that and more after the break.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer for that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
consumer news, more high-earning households are living paycheck to paycheck. In a report released by Bank of America, about a fifth of U.S. households that earn more than $150,000 a year live check to check. Inflations, mortgages, and heavy utility bills are reasons why family budgets are being worn thin. According to the bank, the analysis says that with inflation rates dropping and kids aging out of childcare, some figures may see relief.
That battle of the McDonald's broken ice cream machine has come down to a court ruling. Due to copyright, McDonald's was not able to fix their soft serve machines. The company that manufactures the machines owns the copyright and the exclusive rights to repair them. Starting today, a copyright exemption will go into effect, allowing all restaurants the ability to repair their machines. The exemption bypasses digital locks that prevented the machines from being repaired.
It was a long week for McDonald's after an E. coli outbreak linked to the Quarter Pounder forced them off the menus locations in some states. After testing the beef patties from locations associated with the outbreak by the Colorado Department of Agriculture, no E. coli was found. Investigators believe that contaminated onions may be the source of the outbreak. McDonald's states that select locations will serve Quarter Pounders without toppings.
Pulmonary infections happen when a virus, bacteria, or fungus invade the lungs, causing inflammation. And the CDC says these illnesses and respiratory viruses are making more children sick this fall. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has a look at the latest data and how to help slow the spread.
In parts of the U.S., RSV is on the rise, especially in young children. Cases of pertussis are 5 times higher than they were at this time last year, and now an alert from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention about a surge in cases of walking pneumonia, particularly among preschool-aged children.
This wave began a little earlier and is much, much higher than what we expect from previous years.
Dr. Frank Esper with Cleveland Clinic Children says symptoms of this milder lung infection can last for weeks and may include a cough, low fever, and muscle aches.
It's typically caused by several different types of bacteria, but the most common one is called mycoplasma. And this is an old friend with pediatricians and adult physicians alike.
Esper says penicillin and amoxicillin, the antibiotics typically used to treat pneumonia, don't seem to work with walking pneumonia, so a different antibiotic regimen may be needed instead.
That antibiotic most commonly is azithromycin, also known as a Z-Pak by many people out in the community. And that actually does treat walking pneumonia very well.
Esper says those who are sick can help slow the spread of any illness by covering coughs and sneezes, by washing hands, and by staying home if you're sick.
Chicken soup yourself back up to good health and then go out afterwards.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Esper says there are diagnostic tests to determine whether a patient has walking pneumonia. He says they're expensive and the patient typically has to foot the bill. Most of the time, those tests are saved for people who are really sick.
Coming up in sports, Alex Kemnitzer.
Alex, can you give us a quick preview?
I sure can, guys. When we come back, we'll take a look at some down-to-the-wire Oswego hockey games, plus a special rundown of tonight's jam-packed Monday night schedule. Don't go anywhere because WTOP-10 Nightly News will be right back after the break.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm your sports anchor, Alex Chemnitzer, and tonight I'll be bringing you the latest on a very exciting weekend in the sports world. Without further ado, let's hit the ice and skate on to our first story. The Oswego men's hockey team rallied back to defeat the Nazareth Golden Flyers 4-3 last Saturday. The matchup was an absolute roller coaster, featuring 4 lead changes, 3 ties, and 7 total goals between the two teams. The Lakers were put on their heels early in this game, allowing a Nazareth goal just 9 seconds into the contest. But after a couple of stellar goals and some physical play, the Lakers would find themselves overcoming an impressive deficit in the preseason finale. This game will be a momentum booster heading into the regular season as the Lakers will hit the road to take on the reigning 2-time national champions, the Hobart Statesmen. Puck drops at 7 p.m. Friday in the Cooler Stadium in Geneva, New York. The Oswego women's volleyball team has big expectations for the season. WTOP-10 Lucas Silva reporting.
Do their practice here at the Max Gymnasium.
The Lakers let me go and record one of their training days and see how the preparation works. The team starts by warming up and after participating in several different activities to improve in their specific areas. Head coach John Stammen and his assistant Jada Burko participate a lot during the training practice. The Lakers have been evolving a lot during the season and have very important decisions ahead.
So they're really excited right now that they get to control their destiny. They know if they play well, if they win, it doesn't matter what anybody else does, we're still finishing up here.
The goal is arriving well in the playoffs, something that has not happened since 2019, and also to reach the dream NCAA, something more distant with the last time being in 1994.
So I think that's excitement. We've got a lot of youth on this team, and they're excited. This is their first time college, and the returners, the seniors that are on the team are really excited because they're excited.
The connections and the strength that the team shows during the practice is very strong. The Lakers' next game is against Fredonia at home next Friday. Reporting for WTOP-10, I'm Lucas Marques Silva. Now back to the desk.
We'll be excited to watch them this season. Thank you, Lucas. Tonight marks a special night in American sports history. Today is the 31st time in history that the Big Four North American sports leagues will all be in action on the same day. The MLB continues its World Series tonight with Game 3 happening right now between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees. The Dodgers lead the series 2-0, making this game much more dire for the Yankees' championship dreams. On the gridiron, the New York Giants are currently looking to give the Pittsburgh Steelers their 3rd loss of the season and improve their record to 6-3. A win on Monday Night Football for the Steelers would secure them at the top spot of their division in the AFC North over the Baltimore Ravens. The NBA will have 11 games tonight, headlined by 2 star-studded matchups. Giannis Antetokounmpo will take on Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics at 7:30, and LeBron James and the Lakers will take on Kevin Durant and the Suns at 10. 8 games are happening tonight in the NHL, headlined by the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets are the last remaining undefeated team in the league at 8 wins and 0 losses. Moving into our highlight of the week, we have Game 1 Dodgers-Yankees. Yankees looking to get their first World Series since 2009. Will Smith says, "Tag, you're it." Kiki Hernandez beats Juan Soto's throw to the plate. Kiki Hernandez is batting .282 with 9 runs in this postseason. It took 6 innings, but the Yankees offense got in sync as Giancarlo Stanton kisses this one bye. Stanton's 6th home run of the postseason and his 14th RBI. He has been the X factor for the Yankees this postseason, putting them up 2-1 in the top of the 6th. But the NL MVP favorite, Shohei Ohtani, cranks this ball off the wall for his first hit of the game. Ohtani had 54 home runs and 59 stolen bases, the first 50-50. Oh, but Gleyber Torres needs to go back to Dairy Queen. He can't scoop a ball. Ohtani will steal an extra base at 3rd with no outs. But who else? But Mookie. He knows a thing or two about beating the Yankees in the postseason from his Red Sox days. Sending Ohtani home on a tag-up and tying the game up 2-2. That 1-2 punch between Mookie and Ohtani cannot be understated. We fast forward to extra innings at the top of the 10th as Tommy Edman bobbles a routine double play that scores Jazz Chisholm home. The Yankees take the lead 3-2 in the top of the 10th. We have Freddie Freeman stepping to the plate with Nestor Cortez. He kisses this ball good morning, good afternoon, and good night. The first walk-off grand slam in postseason and World Series history from Freddie Freeman as the Dodgers take Game 1 and win this ball game 6-3. We'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned for some uplifting news story about a lotto ticket.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
A North Carolina man cannot believe his luck. Last Tuesday, Jerry Hicks went to a convenience store and found $20 laying in the parking lot.
Hicks went into the store and bought a scratch-off lottery ticket. Turns out that ticket was worth $1 million.
Hicks claimed his prize last Friday. He's opting to get a lump sum payment instead of getting smaller amounts over 20 years.
Hicks has spent his life as a carpenter and says he plans to use the money to help his children and retire after 56 years on the job.
I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I mean, testing your luck right there. But, you know, good for him.
Way better luck than anything I've ever had.
Yeah, true. Absolutely true.
Alex, can you give me a quick insight on that Yankees-Dodgers game in the Bronx right now?
I sure can. It's the end of the third currently, and the Dodgers are up 3-0 on the Yankees. The Yankees' playoff hopes for championship number 28 is waning very thin. They need something electric in their lineup right now to boost them. Judge has struggled this whole postseason, batting 150, and they're going to need their captain to step up in these final innings for the team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you give us a quick wrap on weather?
Yeah, so Halloween, it is going to be very warm, and we will see showers. There's a chance of showers after 2 p.m., but after 8 p.m., those chances are really going to increase. So just, plan for a warm night, be prepared for the weather, and for classes tomorrow, have an umbrella, pack a rain jacket.
Thank you. That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for Stick to Sports later on.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone. Bump.
Oh.
Bump.